Act 1.
Act 2.
Good setup on Rita and Riley.
I like the opening bit.
Your dialogue's getting better.
I know.
And I've learned a lot about plot points from you. So, you went to Tante Louise, huh?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Yeah, very.
That's what I've heard.
He really thinks quite highly of you, you know.
Who? Wonder Boy?
Yes. He was really interested in how we were getting along.
Oh, yeah?
Professionally, I mean.
What'd you tell him?
I told him we work well together.
Yeah?
Of course. We do, don't we?
Yeah.
That's what I told him.
So he thinks I'm doing okay?
Oh, he feels you're a real asset.
How do you feel?
About what?
I mean, do you think I'm any good at all?
I think terrific. I always have.
I think I've been a little insecure since you came on board.
I was insecure, too.
I thought they were trying to get rid of me.
Well, I can see how you would feel that way.
Listen, you don't have to be so empathetic. It gets on my nerves.
I can't help it. I'm an empathetic person.
Yeah, but it's annoying.
Why?
Because it seems phony.
Really? Are you serious?
As a matter of fact, I am.
But
I like you. I mean, it's an endearing quality. But if you're so empathetic to everybody else all the time, the way you are with me, I mean, how do I know if you really care about me in a, special way? I mean, if you treat everybody else as if they're special too.
you lost me back at phony.
Look, what I mean is, I feel like we're great together.
Uh-huh.
You're so nice to all of them all the time. It makes me wonder if you really like me or if you're just doing it to get along.
I really like you. You're special. Say, when are you going to put some feeling on the line here? What about you? You're always so flip, so cynical, always trying to have the upper hand. Well, that's pretty darn frustrating sometimes.
Darn.
Yes, darn it! Well, see, you're doing it right now.
I'm sorry, but you're just so cute sometimes.
Cute?
Yeah. Darn cute.
Well, I'm not just cute, you know.
Oh, I know. You're intelligent and funny and a good teammate.
Well, that's right.
I know that.
What is it?
Can I buy you a beer?
Sure.
It's not Tante Louise, but it's the best I can do.
Oh, I don't have any plans.
Good.
Can we stop at my place first?
Sure.
Well, I've got to feed my tarantula.
Tarantula?
His name's Homer.
I'm really looking forward to meeting him.
Well, Homer's very good with people.
Yeah, I'll bet he is. You know, there's a lot I've got to learn about you.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Where's the bathroom, please?
The bathrooms
It's
are
outside.
outside. We have those little porta potties that have been brought in. No, outside
What
this
is
way.
this, a beer commercial now? I'll do it myself then. Boy, you're gonna have
That's all I need. Oh, my dear, if there's anything I could do.
Oh, I would just be so grateful to you. Yes.
You really comfortable.
You don't care. You're saying.
Yes. Where is he, by the
Are you
way?
sure he's wholesome? I mean,
Oh, very, very.
put it in this
I quit.
serve it out.
Oh, no,
If these people are not off the set in 5 minutes, I quit. Oh, Lordy, can I join in then?
Well, maybe we can just totally rewrite this episode
Let's
to
do
suit
the
you.
song again.
That's
Don't
what
you
I've been
think?
trying to get them to
I
do.
mean, God, Tyson.
Only
You've
right
totally taken over. This is just Roger. What is wrong with you?
Only right
Please, get out. Would you talk to this man?
I'm about to do my scene. See the saddle 1 notch too tight.
And much beyond.
We'll give you a scene by yourself. We'll put a little bow around your neck and let you walk across the stage.
We
Can I
need
wear one like
somebody to
yours?
do a solo.
Mama wear it.
Which one
Mama
of
give
his
me that
problems
one,
is
boy?
indulging today is the question.
This is my
One,
costume.
you ain't got little knickers on, little sailor suit, with a little hat on top of your head.
Yes, I was.
Cover up that big old bald spot you got right back here, boy.
How about that?
And another thing too. Would you please
would you
keep
like?
your makeup out of my dressing room for a change? I get the dressing room this week.
Now,
You had it last week. This week I get it.
I second that complaint. No one can get anything. I mean, there's just, it's unsanitary.
You might as well wave. You're on the set.
Coming right up.
And I say you couldn't interpret the classics if your life depended on it.
Hey, where do you get off saying a thing like that?
I have been an actor since I was a wee little tyke.
You're still a wee tyke as far as I'm concerned.
And acting is in my blood. Why, I can spot an actor in a moment. A true actor.
I'm just about sick and tired of hearing what you think is a good actor.
Good actors are born, not made.
Some actors have greatness thrust upon them.
Oh! And what is that? A literary reference? Are you trying to impress me with your minuscule knowledge of the bard?
Shows how much you know. That was from Shakesdown.
Shakespeare! Shakespeare!
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got the message.
And don't forget to keep this on the QT.
Yeah, got it.
My career will be in shambles if we don't pull this off.
Right.
And if I go,
Y'all go.
not necessarily.
Oh, yeah?
I was going to say, if I go, Wonder Boy will probably bring in that friend of his from Chicago to direct this thing. The one who does industrial films for tractor-trailer manufacturers.
Oh, it would be a real shame to lose you, illustrious director. Actors, on the set! Now let's go!
Oh, what is it now?
Y'all bellowed?
Okay, here's the situation. Janelle is history. Excuse me. Now, Wonder Boy, the only person in the universe crazy enough to produce this show, is going to be up in the control booth with our illustrious director.
Oh, yeah?
And Wonder Boy doesn't realize yet that Janelle walked. If he knew, he wouldn't think it was too cool, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
If he gets even the slightest hint that something's screwy here, he's going to shut down production and clean house. That means we'd all end up doing promos for the Colorado lottery.
Oh, anything but that. Well, what are we going to do?
Well, that's up to you guys. You're going to have to improvise. Cover for Janelle. Either that or carry a spear in a punk rock version of Hello Dolly at the DCPA.
Cover it is, then.
Are we okay on this, everyone?
Well, I'm not.
No, why doesn't that surprise me?
Oh, this is worse than community theater.
Oh, this is community theater, dear, only on television.
Hey, what's wrong with community theater? That's where I went legit.
The rout of many truly brilliant actors of our time.
That's enough out of you, Tyson.
Hey, knock it off. Let's show a little professionalism here.
Are we ready to go?
We're ready. I explained the setup. They're all pros. They can adapt.
Oh, this is dreadful. I simply cannot deal with the pressure.
Oh, milk and mucus. First, you hand me a script with an impossible situation for my character, and now I've got to cover for somebody who's abandoned her responsibilities. It's too much. I'm going to call my mother.
That's a good idea. This just chaps my I-do.
Gee, oh illustrious one. Looks like things are unraveling here. Got any suggestions?
Let's just get this thing rolling. Maybe we can get this footage done before Wonder Boy gets here.
Well, we can try. Places, everyone, places! And 5, 4, 3, 2, action.
Now that Gloria has that doodad out of her head.
Things are back to normal.
Cut! Where's the piano player?
Who yelled cut on my set?
We're missing the piano player.
He's got a bar mitzvah to do. He'll be here in time for the song. Let's get rolling.
Okay, I forgot. I'm sorry. Gotta get rolling. And 5, 4, 3, 2, action.
Now that Gloria has that doodad out of her head.
Things are back to normal.
Hold it!
What is it?
Gotta fix the camera shade. Hold on. Okay, we're ready.
Will you please quit interrupting? Can't you handle that stuff when we're rolling?
Sorry, in 5, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Cut!
Hey, I was just asking about you.
I had a bar mitzvah to do, man.
Yeah, that's what the director was saying. Sounds like a drag, man.
Oh, no, man, they're kind of fun.
You're yanking my chain.
Oh, no, man, the food's great.
Yeah? You know, I was thinking I might try to pick up some extra cash. You know, just filming bar mitzvahs and weddings and stuff. You know, just with this 3/4 inch.
Hey! What's going on out there?
Oh, sorry, illustrious director. Can we help you with something?
You can help me by letting us get started.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hold you up. I know how important it is to you that you get this thing rolling. Because if you don't and Wonder Boy shows up and thinks you're doing a lousy job, and then if he finds out about Janelle being Mrs., you could be in big trouble. I realize that if you weren't rolling when she gets here, you might think badly of you, and you might not be with us anymore. You might lose your job.
Okay, you smarmy son of a gaffer. What do you want?
Me?
You're stalling this production. You want Wonder Boy to show up and think there's a problem.
Wait a minute, are you accusing me of being...
What do you want?
Well, I was thinking we could renegotiate my contract.
Done. Let's just get started.
Maybe talk about another afternoon off.
We'll talk. Can we just get started, please?
And we drop the illustrious director bit.
Consider it dropped. Now let's just get going.
What are you sitting around for? Get out of the shop, dunderhead. Let's go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, action.
Now that Gloria has that doodad out of her head.
Things are back to normal.
Yes, and oh look! It's Rita!
We were just saying, dear, that if it wasn't for you and your strange choice of reading material...
that you, I mean Gloria, would not be back here with us again.
Oh, I had this strange sense that I was the object of discussion. I had the sensation that I was being made the source of gratitude. Oh, it really was not necessary. I didn't do anything or use any gifts that I had not been given.
Well, I'm sure that if Gloria was here now, she would be thanking you.
Oh, I am sure of that too, Mrs. S. And I am equally sure that I can almost hear Gloria saying, if she were actually here to say it, that she would be thanking me and would wish to invite me out to celebrate. Now, once having said that, of course, I unfortunately would have to decline, as I am performing this evening at Paris on the Platte. Oh, right.
And I am sure that if Gloria were here, that being relieved at having that doodad out of her head, that she would thank us all and then leave.
Oh.
And if Gloria were here, at this point, I would say, goodbye, Gloria.
Yes, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye? Well, I just got here.
I was saying goodbye to Gloria.
Was she just here?
No!
Would you like something from the kitchen?
Oh, Rita. Gloria looks so well, and it's all due to you.
Thank you. It was nothing.
She looks just fine, and now that her implant has been deplanted, doesn't she?
That she does.
Granma Chucky.
Well, I guess I wanted to say that, I have found this delightful little resort that you and the missus might want to check out.
Is that what you were going to say?
I hope so. They're having this seminar on sex and no-fat frying.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you.
But we have plenty of
fat for our fire.
Thank you.
Well, I'd attend myself, but it's a couples-only affair, and as you all well know, I'm not a couple.
Not that you haven't tried.
Oh, I am sure that there is a gentleman who would adore to attend that event with you, Grandma Chucky. The universe abhors a vacuum.
Oh, I love vacuums. They're my second most favorite toy.
Oh, well, all lightheartedness aside, Grandma Chucky, isn't there a special someone in your life?
Oh, honey, they're all special.
Milo, what are you doing here? It is you, isn't it?
Well, yes, but looks like I've made a mistake in coming here.
Oh, why?
Well, it's almost 6 o'clock, and I was to return this body.
Yes.
Well, I'd hope to see Gloria one more time.
That's going to be difficult.
Well, I'd hope to touch her face just one more time before I went.
Well, how about mine? Will mine do?
It's not quite the same.
Oh, well, Milo, as you can see, Gloria is not here.
No, she's not here.
She's not here.
No, and she's not coming back today.
Are you certain?
Yes.
Oh. But I've all these lines. I've all these things that I want to say to her.
Oh, well, say them to me. You can pretend that I'm Gloria and that you're rehearsing.
Good thinking.
Darn, why didn't I come up with that line first?
Because I think that...
Mother, do you smell something burning?
No. Yes, why?
Well, it's nothing, only some incense.
But I think we better
check.
It'd be awful, you know.
If the place burned down.
Well, I wish they hadn't left in such a hurry.
Go on with what you were saying, sweet cake. Something about touching faces.
Are you certain Gloria won't be here?
Positive.
Listen, what were you going to say? If Gloria were here, what would you say?
Well, if Gloria were here, I would tell her I have an awful confession to make.
A confession? Oh, shouldn't you be on your knees for that?
Oh, now, Grandma Chucky, please. This is difficult enough for the man being as it is.
Honey, I'm just trying to move this thing along.
Yeah.
Now then, as you were saying.
Yes, a confession. Well, it's about Gloria and her book, and the people that were following her.
Oh, what about it?
Well, they were.
What?
Following her.
Oh.
Well, you see, Gloria, Rita, who's pretending for my benefit to be Gloria. Well, anyway, I'm the leader of the aliens that was sent down here to Earth to convince the Denver Water Board that they should build the Two Forks Dam. Yes, you see, we came down here because your Earth offers so much water. And we chose the Two Forks Dam because it has the perfect location between your two oceans. It's fairly uninhabited. It has good hookups and also good neighbours. So I came down here, I borrowed this body, impersonated Milo Flavenbush, who is presently on vacation, as a matter of fact, in the Pleiades.
Oh, I've been there.
Yes, it's very pleasant. And I kidnapped Gloria, implanted the implant in her head, and that's when something happened.
What?
Well, it's the body.
Oh, and what a body.
Well, you see, I'd never inhabited a human body before. So you have to understand that where I'm from, I've always breathed the amorphous atmosphere of hydrogen and oxygen, what you people call water. So when I inhabited this body, well, I just couldn't believe the tactile sensations it offered.
Oh, I know from tactile.
Yes. Well, I started to explore the wondrous benefits that it had to offer. And it had the most incredible sensations. You know, this body is a most incredible piece of equipment. Look at these. Aren't they fantastic? And this, what an incredible means of transportation.
Oh, yes, indeed.
But you know, of all the attributes of the human body, one specific one stands out above all others.
And that is?
The nose. This amazing collection of flesh and gristle that sits here like a beacon in the middle of your face, calling out, send me your smells, your aromas, your odors yearning to be breathed.
That sounds familiar.
And yet, it has no moving parts. In fact, as I understand your culture, it's not even considered to be a particularly attractive appendage. But look at what it offers. Look at what it offers. An absolute, immediate sense of where you are. If you smell burning fossil fuels, why, you're in an urban setting. If you smell flowers and animal refuse, you're in suburbia. It even gives subliminal messages. Why, even now, Gloria, I mean, Rita, your aroma is making this muscle in my chest pound and my hands damp, all from your smell.
Oh, it's passion.
The emotion?
No, the perfume.
Oh, but I came across these smells in one of your retail centres. They had a whole display of bottles that offered an amazing aroma that reminded me of flowers and yaks, and skunks and sex. It was overpowering. As I stood there amongst those smells, I discovered yet another attribute of the nose. It began to itch. My eyes began to water. The itch became exquisite in its uncomfortableness. My chest contracted and the most amazing explosion occurred.
No, you mean you sneeze?
Is that what it's called? It's amazing. Oh. It's incredible. It's fantastic. The spreading of the fine spray in all directions, the clearing of the head in an almost cosmic light, and the outpouring of the life waters from the caverns of the nose. It is a wonderful experience.
You sneeze and you see God.
He don't know nothing about God, but he digs that crazy sneeze.
So you mean you sneezed and you enjoyed it and you decided you wanted to have the body to play around more with, like you've come accustomed to your nose.
Well, there's a bit more to it than that. After I discovered just what the nose had to offer, I decided to explore everything else. Oh. And that's when I tracked that's when I tracked you down. And the second thing happened.
And this is getting as long as War and Peace.
Oh, Grandma Chucky, please.
Well, I began to sweat.
Oh, sweetie, that I understand. I can make you sweat some more if you like it.
Well, just a moment. I don't understand. What do you mean, sweat?
Well, I'd never experienced this before. I began to understand the depth of human emotions. This muscle in my chest began to pound. I kept on seeing Gloria's face. Human emotions became a real thing to me.
Oh, I'm sure if Gloria were here, she'd be flattered.
Yes, well, I was very sorry for what we had done. And I don't know if we can, but we're going to try and change things. I wanted to come here and thank Gloria for allowing me to experience your human emotions. Just one more time before I give Bruce's body back. But now that she's not here, I guess I can't get to say all the things I wanted to say.
Oh, say them to me, honey. Don't waste them on a girl who doesn't even have the decency to show up and listen.
Well, it's not quite the same.
How do you know?
I guess if Gloria were here, at this point, she'd have a song or something.
Oh, love of alarms! Is that all you're waiting for? Ah! Play it, Sam! Don't talk to me about your ladies and friends, 'cause I'm the first and last word in love and romance. I got all the right stuff to take you to the moon. Oh, don't be 'cause baby, I'm no teaser or coquette. Come to mama, baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. I got ways of loving that you've never seen. Let me take you on my flight. We'll have a good time, I'll do you right. I got a love alive you've never seen. I'm a love machine, baby, all the way. The dirt of the entire Milky Way. Check out the supple body, you will see what I mean. 'Cause honey, I'm a love machine. Don't you miss a baby, I'm running. Haven't seen the sunshine till I get through you. But take a ride with me, we'll circle round the moon. Well, they like crossovers in outer space. Come on, baby, the starship awaits. We're gonna burst like stars up in the sky. 'Cause I'm a love machine, baby, all the way. The darling of the entire Milky Way. Or we'll be hitting warp speed. You know what I mean? 'Cause honey, I'm a love machine. Honey, I'm a love machine. Honey, I'm a love machine. Yes.
Now that was a song.
Oh, crap, a fart!
Cut! Just when it looked like we were going to get away with this, what happened?
Now, I was remembering Gloria's lines with frightening accuracy when I suddenly realized I have an entrance here. Now, how am I going to do my entrance and cover for Gloria's lines? You know, I mean, it's just, I got confused. Well, anybody with intelligence would.
Are you kidding? It was going great. And where did you come up with that song?
I am an actress. I can perform the most heinous deeds in the interest of my craft, without shame or malice. Still keep a clean conscience, knowing that my body is untouched and my soul is pure.
It was good.
Hey, how about that, huh? Did you like that? I wrote that song. Hey, I'm doing a rock version of it, too.
Tell me, mates, what all did I miss?
Well, if you show up for
you know, if
rehearsal.
you had gotten here on time, you'd know that Janelle isn't here.
Oh, I know that, but aren't we going to replace her?
I hope so.
Hey, I know somebody who can play piano if you'll give me her lines. I can play her as a transvestite. What a great plot twist, huh? Oh, wow. I bet I'd be the first transvestite in situation comedy history, huh?
When are we gonna get to this scene that I ain't gonna do?
Hey, pal, you'll do it, or
what, you loudmouth little beanpole?
or else. That's all. Or else.
You're scaring me to death, boy.
Yeah, and what about my character? What about the integrity of my character? It's just not going to work. And for once I find Roger correct in his analysis.
Tell him what I said.
I will, Sam. As Sam here has pointed out, the character of Riley is not the logical choice if you're going to insist on a romance for Rita.
Did you say that?
Well, that was just an opinion.
Look, Melter, mate, you're starting to get on my nerves, okay? What business is it of yours anyway?
Well, I'm entitled to my opinion.
And what about my character? I think it's appropriate. It's not appropriate.
Ain't nobody listening to me around here. I said I ain't gonna do this scene, and I meant it.
May I have your attention, please? If it isn't too much trouble, would you all mind saying hello to your producer?
Hello.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What are you doing back here?
Since our previous and unfortunate mix-up prevented me from doing a part in this thing, my buddy, your producer, found a way to make it up to me. Looks like we get to work together after all. Now, how's that for an ironical coincidence?
Stranger than fiction.
Hey, Phil, how am I doing?
Well, everyone, are we ready to show off for the boss?
Hey, Phil, get a load of this. My first acting job? Boy, am I excited. Thanks, buddy.
It's always a gamble, but I was made for the big time. Okay, people, let's go on 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, action.
Bet they don't sing like that where you come from, huh, my extraterrestrial toots?
Priscilla, I find you again at last.
Oh, no! I thought hell would freeze up before I ever saw you again.
The fires of hell, Priscilla, are not hot enough to destroy the bastions of a love sanctified by our Lord.
God, I can't believe you still talk like that.
Grandma Chucky, who is this man?
Oh, I never saw him before in my life.
You tell not the truth, Priscilla, and to prevaricate is to blaspheme.
You know, that is one thing that I always liked about you, Reverend. You use the nastiest sounding words to describe some perfectly innocent things.
Now, Priscilla...
You know, I could be doing some really bad, juicy thing without even knowing about it.
Now, Priscilla, you know it is my calling in life to save the flesh from itself and deliver the soul unto its rightful master.
Now, you see, that is what I mean. If I didn't know you better, I could swear you were describing Debbie Does Dallas.
Grandma Chucky, who is this man?
This, believe it or not, is my husband.
Hold it and cut. Great work. Next
Oh,
How'd I do?
It's positively tragic that a man of your demeanor should be playing a man of the cloth.
Well, what's wrong with that? I know lots of preachers that look a bit oily. It adds to the realism.
Oh, you'll live to regret saying that. If God has his way.
Yo, Phil, hang there a minute. We'll go for a vodka martini. I'm buying.
You may have been a performer, but certainly don't confuse that with the art of acting.
I can outact you any day of the week and twice on Sundays.
Oh, really, dear? Don't make threats you can't keep.
I wasn't threatening, Tyson. I was double dog daring you. How about it? Just you and me.
Head to head.
Voice to voice.
Monologue to monologue.
You got it.
Have you a monologue prepared?
I have dozens right here in my head.
Where they have plenty of room to roam around. While I, on the other hand, can recite any number of Shakespeare's monologues. And what will your selection be? Sad Sarah from Jeopardy on Juniper Creek?
That does it, Tyson.
Excuse me? What's going on here? Looks like a television show.
It is.
I had no idea. My name is Dick Fleming. I'm from the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh. Hey, ain't you the president of Denver?
Not yet.
Well, how about that?
Mind if I stick around for a while and watch?
You can do better than that. Since you're from the Chamber of Commerce, you got class. How about judging this monologue off that we're having?
Is that monologue off? Is that anything like a great chili cook-off?
Depending on who's performing, it may have the same amount of gaseous vapors.
Well, I'm not that well versed in the theater.
That's quite all right, neither is she.
That does it, Tyson. Okay, gather around, everybody. I'm going to show this guy once and for all what show business is all about.
And in this corner at 150 pounds, what's your name again?
Tyson Lafleur.
Tyson Lafleur. And in this corner at a...
Never you mind.
in trim fighting shape.
Lydia. Bohemia.
Lydia, Bohemia.
Now when the gong sounds, move to the center of the ring and come out fighting. Are we ready? Round one.
Hear me, O gracious sovereign and you peers, who owe yourselves, your lives, and service to this imperial throne. There is no bar to make against your highness' claim to France, but this, which they produce from Paramount. Interim, morales et salici ne succeedent. No woman shall succeed in Saliki land, which the French glows to be the realm of French. By Paramount and this law and female bar, which the authors faithfully affirm that Saliki land is in Germany, between the floods of Sala and the Elbe, where Charles the Great, having subdued the Saxons, there settled certain French, who in disdain of German women, for some dishonest manner of their life, established this law, to wit, no female shall be inheritrix in Saliki land.
Round two.
There is a willow grows askant the brook, that shows his tall leaves in the glassy stream. There with fantastic garlands did she come, of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, which liberal shepherds give a grosser name. But our cold maids do dead men's fingers call them. There on the pendant boughs, her coronet weeds clamoring to hang, an envious sliver broke, when down her weedy trophies and herself fell in the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide and mermaid-like while they bore her up, which time she chanted snatches of old lords, as one incapable of her own distress, or like a creature native and endued unto that element. But long it could not be, till that her garments heavy with their drink pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Let her down easy, Richard. Let her down easy, Richard.
And now for the decision.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Fleming. If I'm ever in need of a Chamber of Commerce, I'll know who to call. Let's hear it for our celebrity judge.
Well, I must admit I stand corrected. You did well, my dear.
You're being awful big about it, Tyson.
I can afford to. I am an actor. I can control my emotions. Later, of course, in the privacy of my room, I can rip my pillow to shreds.
What a sport. What a sport!
Let's go, Roger. Last setup of the day. Let's go.
I'm here, but I ain't smiling.
Where's Bo Derek?
You know, I'm just about exhausted, and your feeble attempts at wittiness do nothing to improve my disposition.
Come on, this is short. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, action.
So what's happened then, Rita?
Well, Granma Chucky told the Reverend that, she had gone too far, and there was no going back now, so she'd never return to Hays, Kansas, and that he just may as well go back without her and start dating the girls in the choir or the ladies' auxiliary, something like that.
Oh, Lord, what a scene that must have been.
Oh, Riley, Milo was very embarrassed.
And well, he should have been.
You know, Milo's other body experience is not a foreign concept to me.
What are you saying?
His other body experience. He's obviously moved from one dimension to another. That's not unique.
Rita, where do you get these fool ideas?
They're not ideas, Riley. They're a separate reality.
And I'm thinking, Rita, that a pretty lass like yourself shouldn't be wasting her time chasing dreams and wishes and fantasies.
Oh, but they're not. If only I could make you understand somehow.
Well, you know, Rita, I see all kinds of people all day on my bus. Sad ones and happy ones. And some of them are characters just like you are. And I understand well enough that life is hard work. And I can understand that it gets scary. And so sometimes you make up some dreams and wishes so that it makes things go along just a wee bit easier.
Riley, sometimes when we're sitting alone together like this, don't you sense something otherworldly?
What do you mean, like ghosts and goblins and such?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, you're so strong and protective and earthy. I'm so drawn to you, as if we belong together somehow.
Well, I'll have a lot of folks who'll be telling me that.
Oh, but it's different with us. We're bonded somehow. I just know it.
Rita, I've never met you before in my life.
Not this life, but how about in another one?
No, well, don't be coming up with this nonsense now.
Well, it's not. Now, try to lift up from your physical self. Move with me as spirits from your earthly being. We can move together, Riley, to another time and place.
Well, Rita, I can't be taking no trips now. Who will be driving me bus?
Oh, now, Riley, don't look at your watch and don't think about time. Don't think about minutes or seconds or schedules or timetables. Stretch your imagination beyond that which you call metaphysical.
Well, I ain't never called anything a name like that in me life.
Do you remember the performance piece I told you about?
Now, which one would that be? The one you called Burning Down the White House?
No, I couldn't perform that one. I couldn't get immunity from prosecution.
Oh, it is a tough business, that show business.
No, I meant the one about the soothsayer.
Oh, no. That was one of your crazier ideas.
Well, I had a dream about it. I dreamed that I was performing as the soothsayer, and I was executing a ritualistic dance. You know, like the one Lisa Bonet did in Angel Heart, where she took the chicken and cut its neck and dribbled it all over herself, you know. But I didn't have a chicken, and instead, I saw you in my dream.
I'll see you in me dreams.
Riley, pay attention.
Oh, you in me dreams.
My dreams are significant.
Have you
They're
ever
prophetic.
seen a dream walking?
Oh,
well,
Riley,
I
would you
did.
please listen to me?
Have you ever seen a dream talking? Well, I did.
I'm trying. Stop, Riley.
Come on, Kissyville, smooch her up and get it over with.
Rita, well, I just had the strangest quiver down to me toes.
Me too, Riley.
That may be what you're saying. We do belong together.
I've experienced this moment with you before.
For a moment there, I imagined.
Yes.
Well, I thought that you were me daughter.
Cut!
Thought you'd get me to do it, didn't you? Well, I got news for you, boy. I done looked at that dream sequence we filmed, and you all just about hold the biggest boner in the world.
What are you talking about?
What happened with the big clinch scene? Where's the mushy stuff?
Why don't y'all just roll that dream sequence I've been talking about, and you'll see what I've been telling you.
Do we have a roll in on the dream sequence here?
Who wants to know?
Clark Gable says we missed something.
This here rewrite ain't gonna work. Them writers done forgot about what we already did in another sequence. Ha!
He's right.
You bet I am.
We taped that so many rewrites ago that I forgot, but he's right. Ah!
Can we roll this thing so we know what they're talking
Go
about?
on, go watch it over there.
Stand by.
Go watch it now.
We're queuing it up now. Here it comes.
with the noise!
Mrs. Hudson, is that you?
Oh, of course it's me. Who else lives here? Ah, you planning on getting any work done today?
What a thoroughly insolent question. Why, I'm always at work. My mind is always sifting, sifting, sifting.
Well, that's nice work if you can get it. In the meanwhile, I'm always sifting, sifting, sifting through all this garbage you generate. Aha! And who's this?
I believe, let me examine it more closely. Yes, a blonde hair. That means the person who wore that was Swedish. And that person probably spoke with a Swedish accent. That means it wasn't me.
Oh, God, you're swift.
Stop! Wait, did you hear that?
It's probably your Swedish girlfriend wanting her stocking back.
No, it was the Hounds of the Hawkingsheads.
Oh, and I'm Gina Lollobrigida.
My dear Mrs. Hudson, do you doubt me?
Those dogs have been dead for years. They were run over by a beer wagon.
Indeed, that is a fact. Then what is meant by this premonition?
What is meant is that if I was a ditzy old lady, I'd say something like, there's evil afoot, tisk, 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 and go darn your socks or something. Work, work, work. I've got to look for another job. I'll get it. Oh, keep your spats on. I'm coming already. No, he ain't doing anything constructive. He's just picking his own brain and coming up short. Oh, that's odd. He was here a minute ago.
Stand aside, woman. Who is that with you?
A paying customer. Wisen up, will ya?
How do you do?
This is Mr. Sterling Hawkingshead.
Good of you to see me on such short notice, Holmes.
No trouble, Mr. Hawkingshead. You may go, Mrs. Hudson.
Gladly.
Now then, Hawkingshead. How is that tawdry little affair going with... Oh, let's see. What is her name? Griselda!
Well, I beg your pardon.
Pretense, Mr. Hawkingshead, is the undoing of us all.
How did you know, Holmes?
Simple, simple! It was that hollandaise sauce on your tie.
No, but it's not my tie.
But you're wearing it.
No, but I borrowed it.
That doesn't matter.
Well, it might, mayn't it?
It mayn't not. I said hollandaise sauce, and that's points for me.
No, very well, if you're going to be a prig about it.
As I was saying, hollandaise sauce. There are only 3 places on the entire West End that serve a palatable hollandaise sauce.
4.
3.
4.
3.
I say 4.
Will you let me finish?
Proceed.
Thank you. 2 of those 3 use that particular kind of mustard.
What kind?
That kind.
Where?
On your tie.
It's not my tie.
But you're wearing it.
Oh, we've already established that.
Thank you.
Very well.
Someone is knocking.
Your copy of True Detective is here. You want it?
Just slide it underneath the door. So, you've come about a missing tie.
No.
So you say.
Tell me, Holmes, how did you know about Griselda?
Who?
Griselda, the barmaid at the Drowned Lion pub down on Chancery. How did you know about my affair with her?
Are you having sex with her too?
Ah, never mind.
Let's get to the point, Hawkingshead. You've come about a missing...
Daughter.
Daughter?
Yes.
And how long has she been missing?
15 years.
That's a spot long to go without looking for her, isn't it?
No, quite.
I say.
No, tally-ho.
Hip, hip.
Now that we've got that out of our systems.
It's the hounds, man, confound it.
Did you hear them too? And I thought I was going crazy. Everyone said I was crazy. I'm the only one who hears them.
And when do you hear these hounds?
Whenever I listen to them.
I see.
Somebody here to see you.
Who is it? Is it Dr. Watson back from the chemist with my... prescription?
Nope. It's a woman.
A woman? I despise, loathe, hate, and fear women.
You can't come in here. He's liable to go berserk and make you dance backwards. Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
Great Scott! You're a woman!
Oh, don't worry. At my age, it can't possibly make any difference.
Who, what does this woman want of me?
She says you summoned her.
I did no such thing.
Did she state her business?
I'll ask the questions here if you don't mind.
Well, while we're at it, chum, what's the name of your business?
It's none of your business.
Fine. One day I'll come in here, you'll be axe murdered, and I won't know who to look for.
Who is the woman who wishes to see me?
Madame Chizblensky, renowned fortune teller, crystal ball reader, and ringleader of a stolen baby market specializing in gypsy and other unique types of tots.
Stolen babies? Gypsies?
Preposterous.
Why?
What kind of question is that?
Well, I thought you were asking the questions, you Holmes.
Indeed, I am.
Well, what do you want to know?
When do you fold an egg into a Belgian waffle?
You never fold them, you whip them with a brush.
She's a clever one, but I'll trip her up yet. So, what is Madame Shablinski's business with me?
Well, she says, and I quote, you summoned her with these sweet, sad melodic strains of your violin.
My violin summoned her here.
No, she came in a cab.
Oh, this is most fortuitous.
Why, Mr. Hawkingsnose?
Hawkingshead!
Well, perhaps in some strange, mystical way, my being here summoned her.
Fate moves in mysterious ways.
A man's destiny is not his own.
Never put laundry marks on your shirt pockets.
Mrs. Hudson, you said she mentioned stolen babies and gypsies.
So?
Well, I feel strangely that this may become about something. This may seem a bit queer, I'm afraid.
Nothing is too queer for the realm of science, Mr. Hawkingshead.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Holmes. And thank you for indulging me and letting me use that word.
What word? Science?
No.
Realm?
No.
What word?
Oh, get to the point, will you? I don't know how long she's gonna cool her heels out there.
My daughter was kidnapped when she was 9 years old. I was in the phone service at the time. When I got back to England, the trail had gone cold, and we couldn't find a trace of her.
And you're afraid your daughter still has your tie?
What tie?
The one that's missing.
I'm not missing a tie.
Then why aren't you wearing your own tie?
Do you have any idea where these gypsy types took your little girl?
No, my wife died shortly thereafter, and I went to the Americas to escape my sorrows.
So you bought that tie in America?
No.
Then you borrowed it there?
Oh, yes.
Aha! I knew it. Case called. Case solved.
Why did you wait so long to come back and look for your daughter?
Well, I'd received a letter from my wife's legal firm a while back stating that our daughter was the legal heir to Bawdy Castle and to all of the Halifax heifers, which was all that was left of my wife's family.
The rest of them died, I suppose.
Yes. Well, at any rate, the solicitor's letter stated that if she wasn't there by next Saturday to pick it up, she would lose all rights to the inheritance. Well, I owed it to my dear departed wife to try one more time to find her. And that's why I feel that this woman's coming here may be of some assistance to me.
The hounds again, confound them! Ah, the hounds!
Excuse me. A minute. Quiet down, you hear me, you mutts? Hey, it worked. It really works.
Stop! Wait! Where did you get that whistle?
From my pocket.
No, before that.
That woman, Madame Chizblensky. Well, I was complaining to her about the hounds, you know, and she showed me this whistle, and she said it shut those dogs up, rain or shine. So she gave it to me, said carry it around for a while, see if it works, and it did.
But don't you see? My daughter had that whistle the day she got lost. She went to Hound and never returned.
And her fate is still unlearned.
May I see that, please? Right here. To my ever-loving and faithful daughter, Rita, from your doting and ever-faithful servant, your father, Sterling Hawkingshead, Esquire. It's her! It's Rita! She's come back!
What?
What? I knew that.
Well, you see, my wife was a medium, and she passed that gift on to my daughter. Well, I always thought it was some kind of a game. A sport. I used to tease her all the time, tell her she was a sports channeler.
Isn't that a pub on 104th and Federal?
You haven't seen this girl for 15 years, and I gotta warn you, she's a Looney Tune. She is out there. She sleeps with the hounds. She grovels for pennies. Uses her wiles to lure profit from unsuspecting fools. And I think she's a pyromaniac. She tried to light a fire in the umbrella stand.
Well, I don't care what's been or what's come between us. All I know is I'm grateful to have her back again.
Well, in that event, have at her.
Rita, daughter, you're back again.
Good luck. Goodbye. You're welcome. It was nothing. No need to show your appreciation.
Oh, I better go with them and see they get on the funny wagon together.
Mrs. Hudson, have you seen my copy of True Detective?
What? Oh, no, I forget.
Mrs. Hudson?
Oh, all right, I'll bring it back. But only when I've finished with it. I'm just getting to the good parts.
Mrs. Hudson, if you don't return that magazine to me by the time I count to 3, when Dr. Watson gets back, he's going to be very upset with you. He's going to make you out like a dotty old bat in those books of his. He'll make you look like a wizened old sot without any backbone or common sense. He will if I tell him to. Are you listening to me, Mrs. Hudson? I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 2.5, 2 3/4, 2 3/5, 2 3/16, 2 1/16 of an 84, 2 84ths of a 98, 2 99.999.
He's right.
He's right.
You're right. He's right.
Now, lesson y'all want the Legion of Decency, Jerry Falwell, and that there Geraldo Riviera fella coming down on your tails. You'd best not have no kissing scenes betwixt me and my dog.
Roger, I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thank you from the deepest pores of my being.
Sure, heck, Anna. I can't take all the credit for that there save. There's a little bit of team roping on that catch.
Oh yeah, how so?
This here Diana man right here. He's the one. He done reminded me I ought to watch that dream sequence one more time.
Sam,
Yes?
thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm very grateful.
Well, I had my reasons. I hope you don't mind me butting in.
Oh, certainly not.
Well, I don't know, I'm just a piano player, just a singer who can't act, but if you notice, there's an awful lot of actors around here who can't sing, so
Yes.
I figure, all's fair in love and war, and some of us got it and some of us don't. I gotta make do with what I got,
Yeah.
So I remembered about that scene, and I didn't think you should do it, strictly from an artistic point of view. I didn't think you should.
Sam.
Since I watch everything you do, because you're such a fine actress, well, I watch every move you make. I watch the way you walk and the smile of your neck and the light in your eyes. Well, so I remembered about the fantasy sequence, and I said something.
Oh, Sam. Well, what if the writers find a way to put the kissing scene back in? Because the producer wants one. What about that?
Well, gee, Anna, I guess that's up to you. What would you like me to do?
Sam, are you any good with hooks and eyes? The little teeny tiny ones that are on the back of the next dress I have to change into?
Kiss my doggone bruise away. Red lips, kiss the night today. Any old time that you come cuddling near. Now isn't it strange the way the blues disappear?